you're all very well. We're going to dive into the quiz today, and as per a request, it is going to be animals. So we're going to do we've done animals already. So if you're just joining, jump into the live and let me know the name of this creature. Very nice, very well regarded creature, I think. I'm just going to jump into the live here as well and just make sure I have everything ready for you guys. So if this is your first time watching, jump in and let me know where you're watching from. I'm in Dublin in Ireland. Delighted to have you here with me. If you're watching later, if you're not watching live and you're watching afterwards, comment along in the comments. Jump in with your answers and I will respond. I respond to every comment here. Rianne Van Vick, happy Samhain. Yes, it is Halloween today. Happy Halloween to everybody. I probably should have done more of a Halloween focused quiz, but today we are doing animals, animal names. So if you're new to English and you love animals and you're not quite sure what all these, we all know what a dog and a cat and a mouse and a fish is, but we're getting into today. We're getting into English of unusual animals. And English speakers would know all these words, but do you, as an English learner, do you know all these words? So jump in and let me know what this creature is. Make sure and spell it correctly. I'm checking all your spellings. Jump in with your answer in the chat. So yes, Rianne Van Vick has wished me a happy Samhain. Samhain is the Irish name, the original name for Halloween. So we celebrated here. I don't really do anything. Some of my friends go out to parties dressed up. But no, I'm working and I'm not really that well today either. I'm not feeling very well. Gavin Pritzing, hello to you. Welcome back. Rianne Van Vick has jumped in with a guess for this. Is it correct? Do you know the name of this animal? Jump into the chat and let me know. Today is Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween to everybody. This could be a good costume if you were creative enough or wanted to buy one. And you have jumped in with the same answer as Rianne Van Vick, Gavin Pritt. So well done. Yes, this is a sloth. A sloth. We can also have, I think one of the seven deadly sins is to be like a sloth. They're kind of typically thought of to be very lazy, but they're just a slow moving creature and quite an ancient creature as well. A couple of million years ago, sloths were much bigger, much more ferocious creatures, but they've kind of evolved into being very small now. So that's our first one on the quiz. Ebru, hello Ebru, hello to you. Thanks for joining the quiz today. We're doing animal names, and later on we're going to be doing some animal group names, some interesting ones. So I have lots and lots of slides for the quiz. So yeah, we have a sloth. Very, very cute. Very, very nice little animal. But yeah, what else are we going to have? So this is a breed of dog. What is the name of this breed of dog? I think I'm good at this. I think you will be good. You're usually very good at this, Gavin Pritt. So what is the name of this breed of dog? I know it's a dog, but what is this type of dog called? Check your spelling. Make sure and get your spelling correct. Have a look at what other people are saying in the chat. If you're not sure, copy and paste. Copy what they say, you know. Rianne Van Vick is in with an answer already. Do you know the answer? Have a look what Rianne Van Vick has put in and see if you can get it right. Gavin Pritt is also in. Anyone else want to jump in with an answer? Do you agree with what's been said in the chat? I don't think they're supposed to be very friendly dogs, poodle. Does anyone have a poodle? I've never met a poodle. Well, I did have to babysit a small black poodle once, but she was okay. So yes, this is a poodle. A poodle. 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 Quite a pretty dog. They get lots of treatments and haircuts and grooming and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we have a poodle. I don't even have a dog. I don't have a dog either, but I really would love one. I really, really would. Okay, let's jump on with our next animal. This is a 3-letter word, quite an easy one, associated with Harry Potter. There are quite a lot of them in Ireland. Solo hunters. They're nocturnal. They hunt at nighttime. So we have Gavin and Ebru in with an owl and Rianne van Vick in with owl as well. Yes, this is an owl. O-W-L. Owl. Owl. I think this one might be a barn owl, known for they can turn their heads a lot, can't they? And they have really big eyes for hunting. So quite a beautiful creature. And we say, if someone is as wise, we say they are as wise as an owl. This creature obviously is a dog. This is a very famous type of dog, a very big, big dog, one of the biggest dogs you can find anywhere. This is an Irish dog. I'm giving you some clues. I want to know the breed name of this dog. It starts with Irish. It is an Irish. There you go. An owl has night vision. Yeah. Majid Panani is in. Hello, Majid. Hello to you. Thanks for joining. Lots of Indian followers on today, as always. If you're watching in India, please help me grow the channel some more. I'd love some Indian viewers and some more viewers from Asia. So share this channel, share the live with some of your friends and challenge them, challenge them and see if they can get as many answers right as you can. Rianne van Vick, this is too hard. Okay, so I'm going to give you a clue. Let me see. Where am I? Okay, so I'm typing in the chat. This is a famous Irish dog. So there's a little clue. An Irish hound. I'm going to search on Google. Type in big Irish dog and see what comes up. So yeah, this dog, ancient dog breed, associated with Ireland, huge, like very, very big dog. Wolf. Rihanna's in with Wolf. Majid, hello please, I like this place. Thank you so much, Majid. I like having you here too and chatting to everyone. So this is an Irish wolfhound. I'm going to type it all into the chat. Irish Wolfhound, yes, Gavin Pritt, your Google worked very well. This is one of the biggest dog breeds in the world, a gentle, gentle giant. I've only ever met one or two of them in my life. I'm 43, so there's not that many of them around. Rianne van Vick, you guessed, well, that was a good guess. An Irish Wolfhound. Yeah, very gentle creature and huge. Probably would be up to here on me, like very, very big. Next. I have lots of insects and creatures on the chat today, so make sure and jump in. What is this creature? You know what it is in your own language, but what is it in English? And I'm going to be checking spellings, so jump into the chat with your answer, and we'll see what you guys say. So I'm going to see if sometimes this bright thing looks dreadful. Oh, it looks kind of good today. Okay, Rianne van Vick, as always, is in with the chat. I know it, but I don't know its name. Well, have a look, Gavin, at what Rianne van Vick has said. That could be a good answer. Also, a symbol for a zodiac sign. If you think of a zodiac sign, that might give it away. So let me have it. I'm going to give you guys a second. I'm going to have a cup of tea, a little sip of my tea. So I'm here today and I really don't feel well. I have an infection in my eye. It's a bit better than yesterday, but I generally feel really sick. I'm not wearing any, I'm roasting hot. I think I have a bit of a fever. So I'm here for a while today. Some of them glow at night. Yeah. So Anok07 Rack is in as well. How's the sty? It's okay. I just feel like crap. I feel really, as soon as this live is over, I'm going to bed. I feel dreadful. Siango to 2058, hello to you. Thanks for joining. So we had a few answers. Rianne van Vick, Anno07 Rack are in with scorpion. So this is a scorpion. They have a stinger at their back on their tail. They have little pincer claws. I'm just tired. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, thank God it is Friday. I'm not on the live tomorrow. Our live is back on Sunday. So tomorrow is my day off. And I think I will be in bed for the entire time. I feel really sick. So if you feel sorry for me, make sure and give this video a like. Jump into the chat. I want loads of viewers today. So please share the video. Do whatever you can. Get lots of people watching. I need it. I need a boost. I need something good to happen today. So yes, we have scorpion here. This is a scorpion. So we have lots of other insects and creepy crawlies coming up in the chat. So we're to the ocean now. A sea creature. What is this? My legs hurt because I got home from school. Oh, you were walking? Yeah, I haven't done much walking today. I have been pretty much at home. I did some work earlier. I did my taxes for the first time ever. It was actually pretty easy. The Irish system is quite good for taxes. So, yeah. Rian van Vick, you're tired. Let's see. Kaveen Pritt is saying squid. Rian van Vick is saying squid as well. You know, we only have a few people jumping in and chatting and guessing. There's lots of people here. Jump in and have a go. I was expecting some people to say octopus, but no, this is a squid. Can anyone tell me the type of movement they do? The type, how they push themselves in the water, just to see if you know the answer. I just, I always find squids fascinating. There is a kraken in the ocean. Ooh, a kraken, a mystical squid-like creature, a water jet. Open life, open vlogs. Hello to you. Thanks for joining. If you're joining the channel today for the first time, I'm a little bit sick. I'm not feeling very well, but we're going to do this quiz, and I want lots of viewers. So make sure and like this video. Give me a like, guys. I kind of deserve it. Yes, so we have a squid, and Rianne van Vick is saying a water jet. That is how they push themselves. So a better way to say this would be propulsion. They propel themselves through the water with propulsion. They suck the water in and blast it out in a water jet. So yeah, well done. Let's keep going. We're going on to our next creature. Yes, I know this is a lizard, a reptile, but what type of reptile is it? What is the name of this species? If you watch The Simpsons, one of the sisters, Marge's sisters, have one, and he's called Chub Chub. So, Sai, KTK is in. Hi, Sai. Hello, how are you? That's a great answer. If you're not sure of what the answer is in English, jump into the chat and let me know. And if you're not sure, type it in your own language. An iguanodon. It's not quite an iguanodon, but you're quite right there. So it is a type of lizard, but I want to know what type of lizard it is, Gavin Pritt. So Sai KTK has quite a good answer. And there's going to be some other reptiles. One of my most feared creatures, the creature I would most like to not come upon, is in this. And if I was anywhere near this upcoming creature, I would be terrified. An iguana. Yes, so this is an iguana, a type of lizard. Majid, I'm a nurse. If you get sick, I can help you. I have a sore eye. I have an eye infection, so I'm taking antibiotics and I'm doing like a warm compress on the eye to try and release what's going on. But I just feel I feel quite sick. So please have some sympathy and like the video at the very least. So yes, this is an iguana. The first word that comes up to my mind is chub chub from the Simpsons. So yes, well done. Only a few people jumping into the chat for the answers. Come on, guys. Stabworthy, everyone hit the thumbs up button. Hello, Stabworthy. Thank you for joining. Hope Beefy Dog as well. This is our next creature. So a type of primate. It's its own thing. It's not a monkey. It's not a gorilla. What is this primate's name? I think they're known for quite a nice, they kind of sing a little bit. They sing together. Thank you for taking my request. No problem, Aurora. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming back. Ooh, Stabworthy is in with a very definitive answer. It's not a raccoon. It is a type of primate. So let's have a look and see. From Madagascar. You're very knowledgeable. And lots of people are jumping in with the answer. Stabworthy, Rianne von Vick, Sai is in with a lemur. Yes, this is a lemur. And they kind of make ooh, they kind of sing a bit together and they're very friendly with each other. They usually give each other hugs when they meet. So Aurora, you're in with lemur as well. Well done. Yes, this is a lemur. And Stabworthy is telling us it's from Madagascar. So we're back to fish. What type of fish is this? You usually see it in like a James Bond movie. They throw people into the water and you will have like 100 of these eating at you and killing you, and they're quite vicious. What is this fish called? Oh, Ebro, you're in with a really good answer. Let's see what if anyone else agrees. What is the name of this fish in English? It's probably the same in a couple of languages, actually. Very deadly fish in numbers, big numbers. Although I think it's probably exaggerated a little bit. So Rian van Vick and Sai are all in with the answer. So Ebru has the correct answer there. This is a piranha fish. I like garfish. What's a garfish? Sualui? I never heard of a garfish. I'll have to Google it. So let's check our spelling. Piranha. We have a piranha. 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 But the H isn't really pronounced. Piranha. Oh, oh, let's have a look. I am in the wrong Google account. I'm in the wrong account altogether. One moment, please. Switch account. And I'm in Learning English Pro. I have been... I was using a different account. So, there we go. So, piranha. Is it dangerous? Yes. They can be in numbers. I think it's a little bit exaggerated in movies and things. Sumik, hello to you, Sumik. Thanks for coming back. And you're telling us you have exams coming up in a few days. Well, good luck with your exams. Stabworthy, this is your wife before coffee. Your poor wife. I didn't know you were married. Nice to see you again, Sumik. And garfish. I'm still wondering what a garfish is, but who knows? Okay, let's keep going with our animals. We have loads of animals. Now, we had Irish wolfhound earlier. What is this one? This is another Irish dog. Does anybody know? I thought you might know the last one. This is a famous Irish dog, and it's an Irish red something. Piranha looking like a cartoon. Yeah, they really do look like a cartoon. They're very kind of scary and big teeth and everything. Does anyone know the name of this dog? This is an Irish dog, an Irish breed of dog, and it's called an Irish... Let's have a look and see. Rahul Jack, hello to you. Welcome back. So glad you're here. And first letter. Okay, I'm going to type it into the chat. So there's 3 letters, 3 words even. So there's a hint. An Irish, think of the color, a Labrador dog. That's a very good answer. It does look a little bit like a Labrador, but it's definitely... Oh, Ebru is in with the correct answer. An Irish red setter. Yes, an Irish red shepherd. Very close. But this is an Irish red setter. You're all very close. Hi, Ritu. Hello, how are you? Welcome back. An Irish red setter. There we go. That is the name. I've just typed it into the chat there. An Irish red setter. Beautiful dog. The symbol of our bus company, the National Bus Company. Yeah. Éireann Road Éireann is our national bus company, and this dog is the symbol. A cartfish. Shualui. I'll have to check that out. Aurora, an Irish red setter. Yeah, well done. Antihistamines will also help, but it's best to rest and keep your body hydrated. Yes, I have my tea, and after this live, I'm going to bed. I'm going to watch X-Men cartoons for the rest of the evening. So many long far. Yeah. Did I miss a lot? No, Rishu, we're just starting. We have lots and lots and lots of quizzes today. Quiz questions. So we're back to insects. What is the full name of this insect? Known for, I think they decapitate their... This is the female. I think the males are much smaller, and the females usually unalive the mate, the male. What bus company? So the bus company, I'm going to make sure I have Éireann Road Éireann. Their name of our... It's like bus and rail. That is the name of it there. Éireann Road Éireann. That's Irish. Okay, so we have a couple of answers in. So we have... Now, this is a 2-word answer. This animal generally is called something something. So have a go. I see mantis in. Psy KTK has mantis. Brightbreeze, Aurora has grasshopper. We might have something like a grasshopper later. Rishu is also in with mantis. Kazim Pashma has caterpillar. It's like it's kind of the same size and color as a caterpillar, but it's not a caterpillar, I'm afraid. Rianne Von Vick, well done to you. You are in with praying mantis. Now, it's not praying, it's praying. Like we had hunter and prey yesterday, remember? Predator and prey. This is a praying mantis. I'm going to type it in to the chat so you can all see. That's a great spelling. Praying, not praying, praying as in going to kill you. It's a grasshopper. No, it's a mantis, a praying mantis. It looks exactly like a grasshopper. I think I might have a grasshopper later. This is definitely a mantis. You can see they have a very distinct head shape. So this is a praying mantis. I Google everything and double check everything. So it is definitely a mantis. We might have a grasshopper later, although I don't think I did put a grasshopper because the grasshopper and a cricket is very similar. So praying mantises are wonderful insects. Yeah, they're all every creature is wonderful, isn't it? So famous from Finding Nemo, great movie. What is the name of this fish? What type of fish is this? You might see a clue would be a circus. Okay? What is the name of this type of fish? I will not accept Nemo as the answer. I just won't. I won't accept Nemo. So, Rianne Von Vick, you are on fire today, Rianne Von Vick. Google says praying mantis is acceptable. Oh, there we go. There we go. But praying, P-R-E-Y, is the correct one. Okay, loads of correct answers. Yes, Aurora's always using those emojis. I love to see them. So we have a clownfish from Rianne, Rishu, Ebru, Sai is in with clownfish, Aurora, clownfish, and Majid is in with clownfish. So well done to you. Have you all watched Finding Nemo? It's a pretty good movie, isn't it? It's probably one of their best ones. I have nieces, that's how I know. Yeah, I know, yeah. A goldfish. It does look like a goldfish. If we didn't have the white stripes, you might be saying goldfish, but this is definitely a clownfish. And for extra points, what is this that it is inside? Where does the clownfish live? If you can spell it, amazing, because I definitely could not spell this. Nemo, Cronel. Hi, Cronel. Thanks for joining again. Yeah, Nemo, that's where we get this thing. Yes, I watched. You liked it. Aurora, you liked it. Very good. Hello, hello. Hello, Cronel. So what is the name of this? Noodles. It does look like noodles. Nemo, the movie Nemo. Let me just see, because I can't spell it either. Okay. Okay. I have the spelling here. If anyone can spell it, you are going to win the. Oh, Rianne Von Vick was in with it first, and that is the spelling. An anemone, an anemone, anemone, anemone. So Rianne Von Vick was in first. Rianne Von Vick, you get a very special prize of a special emoji. That's your prize. So well done like that. Hydrophytes. Ooh, very sciencey language. I loved it. I spelled animon. Yeah, an anemone. Anemone. That is it. She wants to be a marine biologist. Definitely, definitely. Pokemon. Yeah, we could do a whole lesson on Pokemon. Although I don't really know that much about Pokemon. Okay, we're moving on to a very strange creature. This is a mammal, lives in very cold waters. It has a huge horn. This is actually a tooth. It's one of their front teeth that grows very well. This, I had to really try and remember the name because I always seem to forget the name of this creature. Can anyone tell me what this creature is? Now, you can see it has a very distinct long horn in front. So it's kind of like a unicorn in the sea. Beautiful creature. What is the name? It's a mammal. It's not a fish. They are living. Yes, AJ. They are very, very rare fish. Rare mammals. They're like a whale or a dolphin. But lots of you have the answer. So, Ebru, you were in first with narwhal. DOOB3 snacks. Great name. Narwhal. It's not a shark. It's not a swordfish, although I know why you said it's very understandable. A harpoon fish, it's not a fish. This is a mammal that needs to come up and breathe. Rianne Van Vick, you're in with narwhal. Yes, no, it's not. It's not a fish. It's like a whale, like a dolphin. It's very rare. It's called a narwhal. A narwhal. I'm going to just double check my spelling just to make sure I have it right. Yes, okay. I'm going to, yeah, a narwhal. I'm just checking my spelling. No, I'm talking about anemone. Are they living creatures? Yeah, they're living creatures. Yeah, absolutely. So we have a narwhal. Really interesting to Google or have a look up on TikTok. They have a fascinating life, fascinating biology. And this horn is one of they have two front teeth and either one becomes the horn. So a really amazing animal. A marvel, yes, a narwhal, and it is a marvel, yes, a marvel of nature. So, yeah, definitely. I hope you're all become fans of the narwhal. I think they are endangered, maybe. This is my favorite creature. If I could meet one, I would love to, but I wouldn't because they don't need to meet me. They just need to stay in the wild. No one needs to go and touch animals and go and see them. They can just exist and we don't need to. But this is my favorite creature. Super intelligent, primate. What is the name? Now, I'm looking for the correct spelling with this one. That's really important. It's not a spider monkey. It is its own thing. It is not a monkey. It is a primate. It is one of my favorites. Ever since I was a kid, I have loved primates. I've loved gorillas. I'm not so crazy about monkeys, but big primates, gorillas, and especially this one. What is the name? I see one answer, Arabica. Hello, Arabica. Hello to you. It is a type of ape, I think. It could be called one of the great apes. King Louis from the Jungle Book. Uh, I love it. So I only see one correct answer so far from Arabica. What do you think? Monkey is also, yes, monkey is a primate, but I like the big primates. I don't like monkeys. And I see monkeys that, like, I think it's in Morocco, and they steal your stuff and they want to trade. They steal your phone and then you have to give them a treat in order to get your phone back. I'd be horrified. I never want to meet a gorilla. I never want to meet a primate. I just love them. Gorillas in the Mist is one of my favorite movies. Hebrew, yes. So Arabica and Hebrew are in Crunel. I don't see what you said, Crunel. I'm terrible at animals. Well, you're doing pretty good, Hebrew. Yes, so this is an orangutan. An orangutan. Spelled Orangutan. 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 And we have, yes, we have an emoji. Even chimpanzees are scary. Yeah, chimpanzees are very strong. I mean, these animals, they are like us. They're our cousins, but they should be left alone. I saw them stealing spectacles. Yeah, they steal stuff, especially the monkeys. I prefer marmosets. Oh, marmoset, very cute. Very, I think the ones with the big eyes, aren't they? They should have waited a little bit in the movie The Mist. Ah, Gorillas in the Mist. What a great movie. Diane Fossey, she went up to the mountains in, I think, in the Congo or Nairobi, maybe, I'm not too sure. And she studied them and she tried to preserve them, but she was murdered. Sandeep Kaur, S5E, hello to you. Thanks so much for joining. But yeah, Gorillas in the Mist, great movie if you want to see a bit more about the gorillas. But yes, this is my favorite creature. It is an orangutan. Beautiful creature. They can learn sign language. They're very expressive. And yeah, I've always loved them. Always loved them. I want to improve my speaking. Well, you're at the right place. We're doing vocabulary today on animals. So this is a simple one, a three-letter word, also a verb. What's this called? Yuck. Yuck. A housefly, yeah. Which are the rhesus monkeys? I'm not too sure. I have to have a. I do have a lesson on my channel on primates, Primate Kingdom. It might be for student members only. So a housefly, that's quite a longer one than I expected. A bug, yeah, we could call it generally a bug. A fly, yeah, I would just call it a fly. A housefly, a fly. Sometimes we call them a blue bottle. Sometimes, if they're very big fly, a blue bottle, but just a fly will do, or house fly. Puny insect. Yes, AJ Kumar, Aurora, Ebru, Rian, Sai, DOOB3. You are all correct. And Cornell is in with a housefly as well. These monkeys are found in West Bengal. Very good. I'm talking about the Wrong Mistake movie. Okay. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some of your stuff. Majid Panani, a fly. Yes. Well done. An easy one. They're not all going to be easy though. So let's have a look at the next one. I'm going to open my door because I'm roasting. Ugh. Let's get some air in the room. Okay, let's keep going. There is a rhesus blood group in humans inspired from rhesus monkeys. Yes, that's true. I don't know too much about blood and monkeys though, so you'll have to excuse me. I think there was a film about it. So, what bird is this? What bird is this? It's not a duck. It's not a chicken. What is it? Parapapa, hello to you. Thanks for joining. Is housefly not the same as a fly? Yeah, a housefly is the same as a fly. Same thing. So, Cornell, it's not a duck. And it's not Mr. Scrooge. Great answers. Love your enthusiasm. What is the name of this bird? Okay. So we have Irfan Bozkurt in with goose. Rian von Vick is back in with goose. Rishu, goose. Sai is saying goose. There are many types of fly. Housefly is one type. Yeah, we have green fly, fruit flies. AJ is in with goose. Aurora is in with Bruce. And Arabic is in with goose. For another point, not that we're doing points or a score system, what is the plural of goose? Is it gooses or is it something else? Have a guess. Christmas dinner. Oh, I did have some goose a few weeks ago, like a goose liver pate. Okay, so what is the plural of goose? And let's have a look. This emoji is a dodo, not a goose. It's extinct. Yes, the dodo is extinct. I was going to actually put the dodo into this quiz today. So we have the plural of goose, Crunel, Ebru, Rian, Stabworthy, Rishu, AJ. You are all in with geese. 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 Yes, this is the plural of goose. We don't say gooses, we say geese. It is a group noun. And if you want to learn more about group nouns, stay tuned because at the end of this quiz, I'm going to be doing some animal group names, which are really fun and really interesting. Manjeet, if you have a fever, it looks like you have a bad cold. I don't have a cold. I think I just have, from my eye infection, I just have a general feeling of feeling shit, to be honest. I feel really not well at all. A flock of birds. That is maybe something. But we're going to have a look at the geese later. So we're going to do them again. I'm from Indonesia. Hello, Alexander the Great. Hello to you. Welcome to the channel. Make sure and join in with our quiz today. How's your eye? Yeah, the eye is pretty sore. It kind of looks a lot worse in the mornings. And kind of by this time, it doesn't look so bad. It looks more like eyeshadow. But if you look at my other eye, and then look at this one, it's quite swollen. But it's not painful. But I just generally, I think I have a feeling of malaise. That is what we would say, the kind of a medical term, malaise. I have a general feeling of just not feeling well. I'm a little bit warm and I feel a bit achy all over. So I'm going to take, after the live, I'm going to take 2 paracetamol, put my antibiotics in my eye and go to bed. I'm in hospital right now. Do you need anything like an injection? I'll take a virtual injection of some painkillers if you got them. Alexander was from Greece. Alexander the Great. Yes, exactly. A fantastic figure in history. So yeah, we have a goose and then the plural is geese. But we are going to have another look at the group name later. Get well soon. Thank you so much. I just don't feel great, really. I'll take some injections. Yeah, well, I'll take an injection if you're giving them out, Manjeet. Yeah, definitely. Whatever's going, whatever's good. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to do another dog. Now, I know you guys don't know the names, but do you know this one? This one. I have had this dog. He was very sick while I had him, and he didn't live very long. Oh, I see some answers in already. Email meds, imagine. Yeah, imagine getting an email with your medication. That would be lovely. You should put eyeshadow on the other one to match. Mr. Bojangles, I do have an eye patch somewhere. I did have Bell's palsy a few years ago and I couldn't close my eye. So I do have an eye patch. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. So yes, we have a Pomeranian or a Pom. that they're called for short. Crunal, Stabworthy, DOOB3, Snacks, yes, Pomeranian, a toy pom, yes, so we can shorten it. Some people just call them poms. A Pomeranian from Aurora, a puppy. I don't think this is a puppy. I think this is like a big, like they're quite small. A pirate costume, yeah, can you imagine? I should have done that for Halloween. Let's see it. Oh, okay, maybe in a minute. Spits. I don't know what Spits is for. Please don't make fun. They are not feeling good. They are still teaching. I'm okay. I'd rather be here and have fun with you guys. I'm just trying to think where my eye patch is, if I can get it quickly. I think it's buried in a drawer somewhere. Mini version of a chow chow. Yeah, chow chow, that Japanese dog. Beautiful dog. A chow chow. Okay, let's move on. Another favorite of mine, when I moved back to Ireland and I was heartbroken from the break of my relationship, I took 4 months off. I didn't do anything for 4 months. I gave myself that time. And every morning I would go outside and have my cup of tea and my cigarette. And this one of these guys would come down and sit with me every day, and I would feed him some nuts. And the same guy, he would wait for me in the garden. He's special. So what is the name? Now, he has a red breast, very well known, very well known in my country. What is the name of this bird? So we have a sparrow. It's not a sparrow. It's We don't use the word red in its name. It has a very simple name. I'll give you a clue. We do have a hero in the UK called Something Hood. Something Hood. So the something is this bird's name. So Cornell is in with an answer. It's not a finch or a swallow. Is that a type of robin? Stabworthy is asking, and Cornell is also saying robin. So yes, this is a robin. It's known actually as the king of the birds. Also a hero in the USA, Batman's sidekick. Yes, so we have Batman and Robin, and this bird is called a robin. Quite a lovely little bird. It's only about that size, very small, and it will follow you around the garden. So when my mother is digging in the garden, this bird follows her around to get the worms that come up. It follows creatures that dig because it likes to eat the worms. I saw this on an indigo packet. Hi, sir. Hi, Karan Kumar. Thanks for joining. So a lovely little creature, and it is the king of all the birds. Robins are big in the US. Yeah, they're big here too. I've done some merchandise recently for a company with robins on candles and things like that. So a very popular bird. And a few of my cousins, in the last 2 years, I have lost a few uncles, and a few of my cousins would like to associate the robin with the spirit of the person. One of my cousins says that after her father died, the robin started to come to the garden every day. So they're kind of seen like a little bit mystical, a little bit like a message from the dead in some way. I like a kingfisher. Yeah, kingfisher is beautiful, and we have them here in Dublin, actually, in Ireland. So, wow, it's the king. Yes, it's the king. So, I will tell you a little bit of the mythology, the story of why the robin is the king. I like cardinals. Cardinals are a beautiful bird. So, there was a competition among all the birds once. This is obviously a fiction story. And it was decided that whichever bird could fly the highest would be the king of the birds. Now, the eagle, of course, can fly the highest, but the clever little robin snuck in between its feathers, and when the eagle flew high enough, the robin and got tired, the robin came out and flew up a little bit higher. So that's why we say the robin is the king of all the birds. I like the phoenix. Yeah, phoenix, a mythological flame bird. Beautiful, very much from mythology and lots of things. So we're going back. We had narwhal a little while ago. What is the name of this creature? It's not a seal. It's not a walrus. It's not a narwhal. It's not a whale. It's not a shark. It is a mammal. What is the name? Commonly found off the coast of California. I know this. I know the same story with the wren. There we go. Yeah. So whatever bird you like, you can fit into that story. That's a cow of the sea. Yes, that is a name that is called. It's called a sea cow sometimes, but it does have another name. I see Crunel in with a very good guess. If you're not sure, have a look what Crunel X has said and just copy and paste. I won't tell anybody. So yeah, what is this creature called? I'm going to have some tea. Found off the coast of California mainly, I think. Okay, so Cornell, you were exactly right. It is a manatee. A manatee. And a DOOB3 snacks, it's also called a sea cow or a cow of the sea. Copying homework from Cornell. Yeah, Cornell's doing well today. It's a mammal, Aurora, yes, a mammal. A little bit like a seal or a walrus, but it's its own species, a manatee. And I think they were endangered, but they're a little bit better now. So, yes, a mammal called a manatee. So let's move on. We're charging through back to insects. What is the name of this insect? I had one when I was a kid. A fellow in my class called Fergus gave me one, and it didn't live very long. I don't think I knew how to take care of it. That's not it. We had praying mantis earlier. It's not a praying mantis. It is its own type of insect. Now, the thing that it's standing on or attached to is actually part of its name. Rian van Vick. So it's not a praying mantis. It's not a grasshopper. It looks like a stick, doesn't it? It looks like a stick. It's not a cricket. Look, it's like a stick. What might we call it? Rian van Vick has the correct answer. So if you're not sure, a stick bug. I don't call it a stick bug, but Rian van Vick is in with stick insect. And that's what we call this creature, a stick insect. Very simple, very simple name. It looks like a stick and it's called a stick. It is a stick insect. Phasmida. Is that what it's called? Phasmida? Is that the Latin name? I will have to check that. Wow, phasmids. Yeah, that's the scientific name. A walking stick. Yeah, a walking stick is something else. But yeah, we have a stick insect. Yeah, well done. Okay, let's keep going. And what's next? If you're you might see some Minecraft creatures here today. I'm not going to lie. That's what we call it in the US, a stick bug. Yeah, we call it a stick insect. So Starboard is in very fast with the answer. Check your spelling, everyone. This one's a little bit of a strange one. That's Fortnite. Oh, there's llamas in Minecraft as well. And I've just given away the answer. Rian van Vick, Stabworthy. Ooh, Cornell is in with a Cornell, you're very precise with your animal names, I have to say. So Aurora, Cornell, Rian van Vick, Stabworthy are all in with llama. And llama is spelled with two L's, Llama, llama. So well done to everyone. Yeah, definitely in Fortnite. 99 Nights of Forest. I don't know what that means. A loot llama. Yes, in Fortnite, definitely. You find the loot llama and you get all the guns and the weapons and everything. But also in Minecraft, they're with the wandering trader. Yeah. So let's keep going. What is this? What is this creature? Usually you will see it when it's cooked, it's red. It's a game in robot. Okay, very good. 99 Nights of Forest. Very good. So these are typically blue or maybe brown kind of color. And when we cook them, they turn red. And they're also very delicious, I will say. I do like my shellfish. So let's have a look. Roblox. Yes, Aurora. I do know Roblox. I haven't played Roblox though. So Stabworthy is in with lobster. So is Sai, Rian, Aurora, Manjeed is shrimp. It's a relation of the shrimp, isn't it? Size is not really giving it away here. It's much, much bigger. It is a lobster. A bigger version of a crawfish. Yeah, prisoner food originally. Well, those prisoners were eating well, weren't they, with lobster? Delicious. I've only had it once or twice. I've yet to have like a big, huge piece of lobster that I just want to have with like lots of really good sauce or something. Lobster. Yes, Patty. Welcome, Patty. Yes, this is a lobster, a highly prized delicacy. So we were talking about primates earlier. We were talking about a movie, In the Mist. What is the name of this creature? It's a male. You can tell it's a male by the back color. So give me the name of the species and give me the name of what we would call this member of the species. So Stabworthy, Sigh, Rian van Vick, a whiteback. Aurora's in. Yes, this is a gorilla. Gorilla. And I can see someone has said, Stabworthy said a silverback. Another person has said whiteback, but we would say a silverback. So silverback is usually the male who is at the top of the group, isn't it? Jane Goodall's favourite animal. Yeah, Jane Goodall, the conservationist who died recently at 93. A gorilla. Yes, Arabica, a gorilla. King Kong. If he was 20 times the size, he might be King Kong. But this is a gorilla, and more specifically, it's a silverback, the male, the head, the boss in the group. So yeah, well done, everybody. An angry gorilla. I don't know, is he angry? He doesn't look too happy. Can you spell it gorilla too? No, Rian, that gorilla that you're spelling Gueorilla is kind of like what we would say for terrorists. Like, just say in Vietnam, the Americans went in and, they were like an army and they had military tactics. The Vietnamese, we say, had guerrilla tactics. They knew the locations, they knew the land, they knew the caves, they knew the trees, they knew everything. So they were able to use the land to fight back. And using the land and the local knowledge in this way is guerrilla warfare, guerrilla tactics. Gorilla with alopecia looks ripped. Genus, species, family, full scientific name is gorilla, gorilla, gorilla. There we go. Now I understand guerrilla fighters. Yes, so a guerrilla fighter, a guerrilla combat is really about like the local people fighting back and using the land. They know the land so well that they can really fight back against a big enemy. Stabworthy and Crunel are smart. You are all smart because you are all choosing to be here and learning English, guessing. Even if you're wrong, it's good because you learn from your mistakes, you learn from others. So it's always good to jump on and join, no matter what the topic is. We're doing animals today, but we can find lots of useful vocabulary in all contexts. And we just had gorilla, two words gorilla, the animal, and guerrilla warfare. So you can see that by doing just animals, we're actually learning lots of English. And remember, you're listening to me for like an hour or two talk in English. So it's a really great way to engage. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Where am I? I just have to scroll down. Sometimes this is a bit slow. Sir, we are all giving really good answers. Yeah, we really are, really are. I didn't understand guerrilla tactics. Could give us more examples, please. So yeah, guerrilla warfare, guerrilla tactics. That I gave you Vietnam. Another one would probably be the north of Ireland, maybe. Some people will call them terrorists, some people will call them freedom fighters. But yeah, it's like when a big army, usually the British or the Americans, go in to invade somewhere and the locals use their local knowledge to fight back. That's guerrilla warfare. Booby traps. Yeah, like booby traps would be guerrilla warfare. No, sir, we are all giving. Yeah, okay, sorry. Sometimes the messages kind of get held up and then I see them. Okay, what is the name of this bird? Does anybody know? In Home Alone, Kevin was using guerrilla tactics. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Jerry. You're very welcome. Sai, very welcome. So we're on to our next creature. What is the name of this bird? Not a name I would really know, only from doing the channel and doing animal videos and things like that. I would know that. But does anybody know? I'm going to type it in because I'm not expecting anyone. A pelican. You might see a pelican later. So put that word into your back pocket. Crunel, it's a bird from Fruit Loops. There we go. Ebrew is in with the correct answer. So is Crunel. Aurora is in with the correct answer. Stumped completely. It is a toucan. A toucan, commonly seen. It's also featured at Guinness, Irish Guinness. It's also a mascot for Irish Guinness in some posters and things. This is a toucan. Very common bird in kind of, advertising, really. A parrot. I saw this in a sanctuary. I'm not sure if a toucan is a type of parrot. It was the name of my uni website in Germany. There we go. It's interesting how you find out these things, don't you? A bird sanctuary, yeah, you might find this in a bird sanctuary. Rio I don't know what you mean by Rio. Is it from a cartoon or something? So we're back to dogs. I expect everyone to know this because of the Disney cartoon. Can you spell it correctly though? What is the name of this breed of dog and can you spell it correctly? 101. Let's have a look. Known to be quite snappy, known to not be very nice dogs. Putting my hands up, I've never really met one, but I think they have a bad reputation. Okay, Crunel, Ebrew, Rian, DOOB3 snacks, and Arabica are in with Dalmatian dog. Yes, Dalmatian dog. Aurora is also in with Dalmatian, and an emoji. Dalmatian, Dalmatian. Dear, your sensitivity is increasing. You need to get the injection. Thank you for the medical advice. I really appreciate it. They make a beautiful jacket, though. Yes, Cruella, they do. A Jersey dog. Wrong emoji. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So Dalmatian. Yeah. Let me see. Dalmatian or Dalmatian? The first spelling with the A at the end is correct. Dalmatian. Okay. Let's keep going. And we are back to insects and spiders and creepy crawly things. What is the name of this spider? Very iconic looking spider. God, Cornell, you're so fast. You're so fast with your answers. Have a look and see. I think Arachnophobia was a movie from like the 90s. And yeah, big creepy crawly. I don't think they're that crazy. I know they're venomous. And Cornell, Sai, Rianne, Stabworthy, Ebrew, Aurora, Arabica, you are all correct. And all of you have spelt it perfect. A tarantula. Tarantula. A tarantula. Yeah? I still wouldn't want it anywhere near me. Okay, we're keep going, keep going. Eight-Legged Freaks was a good movie. I haven't seen Eight-Legged Freaks. So, what is this? What is this animal? She is the Hecker in Bad Guys 3. Okay. Bad Guys 2. I didn't see Bad Guys 2. Stabworthy is in very fast, so is Cornell. Rianne Von Vick is in with answer. Have a look. If you're not sure what the name of this creature is, have a look at the chat and just copy. And Ebrew, you have given me the full correct answer, which I'm very happy. A dam builder. This is not a beaver. It's not a beaver. DOOB3 snacks also gave me the full correct answer. So yes, this is an otter. An otter. They hold hands not to drift. They are cute. They're really cute. And the mothers will put the babies on their stomachs and float, and they all hold hands and stay together. So this is a sea otter. Yeah, you all said otter. Ebrew and DBOOB3 snacks said a sea otter. This is exactly what it is. Fur seal. It's not a seal. And we have Aurora in with the emoji as always. So thank you. Okay, we are continuing. The bane of everyone's life in tropical countries, spreads malaria, West Nile virus. What is the name of this creature? And it started really arriving in Ireland. I've started to see them too. This is cute. Is there an earth otter too? There's just like a river otter. So sea otter and river otter. It's very cute. So Kunal, Sai, Rianne, Arabica, Ebrew, you are all in. And Aurora's in as well. A mosquito. Mosquito. I never seen these in Ireland, and they have started coming in. We had some in our shed last year. So a mosquito. They are dreadful creatures. They spread malaria. They spread disease. Number one killer of humans. I wouldn't be surprised. They work night shifts and flies into day shifts. Yeah, they have like a shift work rotation with flies. So, and they sound terrible when you're trying to sleep at night and you know they're in the room and they're like, oh, they're awful. They're awful. Awful creatures. Okay, let's keep going. They irritate you in the ear. Yeah, they sound awful, don't they? So, back to the sea. What is the name of this one? This is underwater. It's not a hedgehog. This is underwater. What is the name of this creature? And I believe people eat them. Who knows? I would try anything. What is the name of this creature? Sai, you're very quick and you're in. And Crunel is also in. Have a look if you're not sure. This is a bit of an unusual one, a bit of an unusual word. Roar is also in. Has anyone ever tasted one? Let me know what it's like. I've slapped myself in the face because mosquitoes. Yeah, I think a friend once I slapped her on the back. It wasn't because of the mosquito though. My brother stepped on it and regretted his life. Yeah, I wouldn't want to step on this. A water hedgehog. That's a nice term, but yes, it is an urchin. Sai was in, Crunel, Aurora, Brian von Vick, Arabica. You also made a video on sea creatures. I did. Thank you for saying that. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, maybe. Hey there. Hi, Smarty Girl. Thanks for joining us again. Shiat on a swing. Hey, Oz. That's a nice way to say it. It's a sea urchin. Yes. I've been called an urchin in my day. Yeah. A lurchin urchin. It's a shite hawk. A shite hawk. That's very Irish. Are you Irish, Oz530? That's a bit of an Irish thing. Your man's a bit of a shite hawk. Okay, let's keep going. Next, a three-letter word. Very easy, but is it easy for you? What is the name of this creature? There's a few different types. Some of them live in the sea, some of them live in rivers. They look quite ugly. Some of them can be electric. What is the name? Podge and Raj. Oh, I definitely have an Irish person in. Oz530, Podge and Raj. Hello. And good up the yard, will you? Okay, so Stabworthy, Crunel, Ebru, Sai, Rian van Vick, Oz is also in. Ebru saying it's from the German language. Very good. Hiya, Oz530. How are you? How's it going? How are you? Yeah, it's an eel, EEL, an eel. And you can have electric eels, you can have small eels. They're quite hard to hold and to grab. They're quite slippery, like a slippery little eel. Yeah, well done. Next, what is the name of this bird? Four-letter word. I'm sure you all know it. Is this common around the world, this bird? Is this bird in Asia? I don't know. I know there's plenty of them here in Ireland. We have them in Dublin, we have a canal, and there's lots of them. And they have some black swans as well. Oh, I just gave it away. I'm always doing that. So yeah, it's a swan, Swan, from Sai, Rian, Crunel, Stabworthy. No one knows how eels reproduce. Does anybody want to know? That's really fascinating. That's an ugly duckling. Yeah, so from the story, the fairy tale, the ugly duckling, grows up to be a swan. Yeah, so they're not so pretty when they're babies, but when they grow up, they're really beautiful. Is it true swans belong to the king in the UK? Yes. So in the UK, not in Ireland, because I'm not living in Ireland. I'm in the UK, and I'm in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. The king or the queen, by law in the UK, owns all the swans and is the only one permitted to eat a swan. Okay, I think swans were quite a delicacy in Victorian times, but yes, it is true. Um, Only the king or queen can eat a swan in the UK. Can you eat a swan? Do people like it? Yeah, I don't think people eat them anymore. I think maybe 150 years ago they were a delicacy, maybe, but I don't think I'd want to eat one. It would be a lot of meat, though, wouldn't it? I saw someone steal a swan to eat it in the UK. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I think they're too pretty. I think we have enough. We have enough things to eat. We don't need to eat everything. Let's move on. A different type of bird. One of my favorites, I have to say. Considered bad luck if you see them. But when I get a few answers in, I will tell you the rhyme that we have in Ireland for this. We have a poem about this bird and how it probably tastes like duck. Probably does. Chicken. I'm imagining chicken. A bulbul. I never heard of a bulbul. Is that what you call it in your language? Honk, honk, honk. Honk, honk. Okay, what is the name of this creature? I do see some answers already jumping into the chat. Let me know what you think. Is that a mockingbird? No, it's not. It's not a very. A lot of people don't like this bird, and they don't sound very nice. They sound. They're kind of like very screechy. I don't know. Wow, I thought everyone would know. This is a magpie. A magpie. And let's see who said it. Crunel, yes, you have a magpie. known for, they're pretty bad birds, really. They steal things. If something's shiny, they will steal it. They will also take the eggs from other nests, and they are considered bad luck. So the thing about it is, if you see one magpie, it's bad luck. If you see two bad magpies, it's for good luck. So we have a poem about the magpies, and I'm going to say it now. An Elster. I don't know what an Elster. Hi, Frank. How are you? So we say this is when you see a magpie, and this tells you what the fortune is. Can they be trained to bring money from shops and people? No, I think that's crows. Crows can be trained to steal money for you. So with the magpie, when you see them, we say if you see one for sorrow, so if you see one, it's bad luck. Two for joy, three for a girl, four for a boy, five for silver, six for gold, seven for a secret, never to be told. So, depending on how many magpies you see, we have different outcomes for you. So, if you see one, it's bad luck. If you see two, it's good luck. If you see three, someone you know is going to have a baby girl. If you see four, someone's going to have a baby boy. Five is going to get you silver. Six magpies means you're going to get some gold. And seven means that there's a secret around you that will never be told. So there we go. Hebrew magpie. Very good. Alistair is a publication. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so there we go. And I think if I was ever to get a tattoo, I don't have any tattoos, but I would get a magpie here. That's a plan for the future when I make all my millions on YouTube. Okay, next we have a type of dog. Another one, a famous type of dog. This was in a movie called Beethoven, and I think they had 67 Beethoven movies. Jer, get 6 magpie tattoos. Maybe just one, maybe two, maybe one in each arm. Maybe we'll see. Beethoven, yeah, this is in the movie Beethoven, but this is a particular type of dog, very famous for its ability. So it's not its ability, but it has a job, this dog. It brings, if you're up on a mountain, this is a rescue dog, and traditionally they would bring you whiskey. And they would have whiskey around their neck, and if you were stuck up the mountains, the dog would bring you whiskey to keep you warm. So it's a Saint Bernard, yes, a Saint. Or if you're American, you would say a Bernard. If you're in the UK and Ireland, you say Saint Bernard. So Rianne Von Vick, Stabworthy, Crunell. Hi Claire, how are you? Thanks for joining. It has a wood barrel around its neck. Yes, exactly. It has a wood whiskey barrel. So if you're up in the snowy mountains and you're stuck, the dog will bring you whiskey. It's kind of like an old rescue dog. Oh, great English program. Greetings from Sri Lanka. Hello to you. I think you might be my first viewer from Sri Lanka. So I'm very happy to have you here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share my channel with everyone. Thank you so much, Claire, for joining. So yeah, a Saint Bernard if you're American, or a Saint Bernard if you're UK and Ireland. Oh, we have a student membership upgrade. So I don't know your name, C4E. You have upgraded your membership to student membership. So this is a great day to become a student member. You will get access to a video that's up now on Maritime English, and you will get access to all my PDF guides. There's about 90 PDF guides, and you will have access to 300 of my videos, my members only videos. So thank you so much for upgrading. If anyone wants to upgrade and join the student membership, it's a really good option for you, and all the links are below. So thank you C4E for joining and upgrading your membership to student. I'm very, very pleased to have you here. And make sure to head over to the membership tab where you can pick up the latest PDF guide. And I've recently posted the PDF directory so you can have access to everything. So thank you so much. Do you know Sri Lanka? Yes, I know Sri Lanka. It's a country off the coast of India. I'm very glad to have you here. It's getting a bit dark. Maybe I'll just turn on my light. One moment. Oh, there we go. Okay, the light is on in the room. It's getting dark here. It's getting very dark. It's like 5 o'clock and it's pretty dark already. So we have our new member. I'm so happy. That's lovely. Thank you so much, C4E. I'm delighted that you did that. So someone guessed this earlier. What is the name of this creature? So it's known, it has a really big mouth. It can actually stick its spine out of its mouth. Its mouth is so big. So what is the name of this creature? Jump into the chat and let me know. Someone did guess this earlier. So Sai is in, Stabworthy, Krunal, Rian, also in with the same, and you've all spelt it perfectly. Oh, it's 10:40 at night. It is 5:10 here in the evening. A flying garbage disposal. Stabworthy, you're so funny. Arabica is in as well. So yes, this is a pelican. Sai was in first. Stabworthy, Krunal, Rian van Vick, and Arabica are all in with pelican. Great answer. One of my favorite memories from my life. I went to San Diego when I was about 21, and I remember being on the beach, and the surf was amazing, and all the pelicans were diving into the ocean around the swimmers. It was just beautiful. It's a really, really thing that I remember. Didn't they used to bring babies in the old cartoons? Yeah, I think it was the stork, a stork, which is very similar to a pelican. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a stork and a pelican. Maybe a stork doesn't have such a big bill, but it's a stork you're thinking of. You're thinking of a bird called a stork. Yes, exactly. Stabworthy always has my back with the information. Okay, what is the name of this creature? This one's a little bit more difficult. If you're a Minecrafter, you will be getting these in the new update. But what is this? I think this is quite a small creature. What is the name of this? I don't think I would be able to spell this properly. But what is the name of this sea creature? We're doing all different sea creatures today, aren't we? Shrimp? No, it's not a shrimp. Begins with an N. That is a clue. What is this? Anyone want to guess? I'm going to check the spelling so I can not... Yeah, I nearly gave it away. Very hard. Yes, it is very hard. They're not all going to be easy. You know, you had owl earlier and fly. So I have to throw in some difficult ones, don't I? So, Krunal, you are correct. I don't expect many people to get this. A hermit crab, similar to a hermit crab. It is a nautilus. A nautilus. Quite a posh sounding animal. A nautilus. A naughty nautilus. So yes, it is a nautilus. Krunal was in with that, and well done to you. Very small creature. I think when they were, if we go back a few million years, they were much bigger. At one point, I think they were one of the only creatures in the sea, but don't quote me on that. Now, this is the animal I am most afraid of. I will never go to where these are. I will never set foot. They're found on one island. What is the name of it? I'm checking spellings. Make sure and check your spelling correctly. I would never set foot on the island because I fear these animals so much. And I will tell you a little bit about them and why they're so horrific in a second. So, lots of answers. A monitor lizard. I think it is called a monitor lizard as well. I'm just going to check. I'm checking. I'm checking. Yes, so I'm just doing some checking there just to make sure I have all the correct answers. So isn't that Captain Nemo's ship a Nautilus? Yeah, I think there was some ships called the Nautilus in history. So Komodo, this is the Komodo dragon, and we have some variant spellings here. I would spell it Komodo, Komodo, a Komodo dragon. So monitor lizard is different. So this is a type, I've just Googled it just to make sure. A Komodo dragon is a specific type of monitor lizard, the largest one in existence. So it is a type of monitor lizard. We don't have nautilus here. I've never seen or heard of them. Yes, a nautilus. I've heard of nautilus. Let me just check. I want to make sure I get everything right for you guys. Yeah, nautiluses are real. There are 9 living species of nautilus in the world. So yeah, this is a Komodo dragon. Very dangerous. Yes, very, very dangerous. And kind of disgusting and kind of, yeah, I'm just going to have a jelly. I just saw them there. I had some jellies. So a Komodo dragon will bite you And in their saliva is like their saliva is toxic. And once they bite you, it takes you a few days to die from the bite. And they will just follow you around until you die and then eat you. They're just terrifying. They are poisonous, yeah. They are poisonous. They're venomous. It's very dangerous. Yeah, very, very dangerous. Okay, next. So what is this creature? Okay, we had a few guesses earlier for the praying mantis and for the stick insect. But what is this creature? The way he eats his prey is so brutal. Yeah, I don't think I could cope. So if an animal has is toxic, the animal is poisonous. It's not poisonous, they're venomous. If you eat an apple or a fruit and the fruit is poisonous, okay, there's a difference. Okay, I'm going to accept grasshopper or cricket because I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between either. This is a grasshopper, but if I saw this, I might guess that it's a cricket. So if anyone says cricket, I'm going to say okay. But it is a grasshopper. So Kunal, Sai, Lara, 747. Hi, Laras. Thanks so much for joining. A flea. A flea is much smaller than this, Frank. So this is a grasshopper. Learn with Mavsi. Hello from teacher. Hello from Turkey, teacher. How are you today? Glad to see you again. Glad to see you again too. Thank you so much for joining. We're doing an English quiz, English vocabulary quiz on animals. So I'm trying to pick all the really most difficult animals I can find because we've done a lot of animals already. So yeah, a grasshopper. What is the name of this creature? You're very welcome, Lars. I'm starting to get hungry. I did have sushi earlier, but a ray. Yeah, I'm gonna accept ray. It's a stingray. Yeah. Stingray. Yeah. So Rian is in. Crunel. Stabworthy. Learn with Mavsi. Stabworthy or a manta ray. Yeah, I'll accept manta ray or stingray. I don't know the difference. But this is, you could just call it a ray. Yeah. Stingray, manta ray. Moana grandma. Oh, Moana's grandma. Okay. I didn't know what you mean. I haven't seen Moana actually. Stingray or Ray. It got Steve Irwin. Yeah, if you know Steve Irwin, he was the famous crocodile guy, the Australian naturist. And he got stabbed in the heart. This is very dangerous. This part of the is a barb. So if they get upset or angry, it will stab you with this. And this is lethal. It went straight through his chest. It was really, really bad. So, stingray. Yeah, it's a stingray. I don't think it's a manta ray. So, what is the name of this insect? I've started on the jellies and now I can't stop. Oh, Ebru, you are in with the correct answer straight away. So, Sai, Grian Van Vick. Yeah, you're all correct. Crunel, Stabworthy, a dragonfly. Yeah, don't know why it's called a dragonfly, but yeah, a dragonfly. When I was a kid, I used to say it helicopter. It does look like a helicopter with a. So yeah, a dragonfly. Let's move on. Oh, what's this one? What would I call this in English? Four-letter word. Reminds me of the film The Silence of the Lambs. Great movie if you've ever seen it. So it's not a butterfly. I do see Quran is in there with butterfly. It's not a butterfly. Cicada. It's not a cicada either. It's a moth. So we have Rian, Cornell, Stabworthy, Sai, and Ebru in with moth. Not a very nice creature. I was in a house once and we had an infestation of moths. A butterfly. Not quite a butterfly. This is definitely a moth. I saw a ladybug. Ebru, that was a little bit early. That will be coming up next. I just thought, okay, we're going to go to the next one. So what is this? So I want to know the American English and the British English for this. What do Americans call this and what do British people call it or Irish people call it? A man bug. Feminism. I like that. Hercules. Who's Hercules? Girly girl. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. So, so I see lots of ladybug answers. So that is the American English ladybug. What do we call it in Ireland and the UK? It just has a slightly different name. A slightly different name. A watermelon bug. I could do with some watermelon, actually. I'd love some water. So I see lots of correct answers for the American English, which is ladybug. What is it in British English or Irish English? What would we call it? Very similar, but it's not a ladybug. Do you call it a man bug? No, we call it a ladybird. Ladybird. In UK and Irish English, we say a ladybird. Bumamara in Serbio-Croatian language. Good to know. Thank you, Sabine. Thanks for letting us know and welcome to the channel. Why it's called a ladybug? It does not look like a lady. I have no idea. I have no idea. I kind of don't like them either, I have to say. I was sitting on a couch once and one of them, they look awful when they fly, and it flew towards me and laid eggs in the couch beside me. I was like, oh, gross, gross. I'm not a big lover of creepy crawlies. So it is called a ladybird in the UK and Ireland, and it's called a ladybug in America. So there we go. Some key UK American differences. It's good luck to have one land on you. Teresa Mully. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Yeah, I believe so, but I don't like them, especially when they're cute when they're on the plant, but I think they're kind of gross when they fly. Jared, when you have time, please check Picasso bug. It's beautiful. I'm going to Google it now and see. Ooh, that is nice. That is really nice. I'm going to show everyone a Picasso bug. It's just what's coming up. Oh, that's it. That's a bit of... Is it a real thing? Oh, it is. So I have it up on the screen. That's a Picasso bug. Isn't that amazing? Definitely looks inspired by... Oh, I don't know if it came up because I have the green screen on. Hang on, let me take off the green screen. I don't know how to take off the green screen, actually. There we go. Hello. So here is the Picasso. Isn't that amazing? Nature is really, really amazing. So Teresa Mully is from Newfoundland in Canada. Teresa, you have a very Irish name there. So I'd say there's a bit of Irish. Oh, I don't want you to see this one. Hang on, where were we? So we were on Ladybug. Okay, we're going back to a different animal. A dog, yes, but what is the name of this dog? I want to know. We say make a wish. Yeah, I think ladybirds or ladybugs have the thing with good luck. Belinti Lizzo 7 says hi, hello to you, welcome to the channel. They have polka dots. Yes, they do. Frank, the name from the Catholic. I'm not sure what you mean. I didn't see it, not visible. How many quizzes are left? There's about 15 maybe left. Wow, that's cute. It's beautiful. So, what is the name of this answer? I see some answers already. So yes, Sarah, it is a dog. But what is the breed? What is the type of dog that this is called? I'm planning to visit Ireland next September. Yeah, definitely, Teresa. Make sure and have a good visit to Dublin. I would definitely recommend going to Johnny Fox's pub. The Guinness factory is very good, I believe. I haven't been to it, but definitely go to Johnny Fox's pub. You will see it advertised everywhere, but it's a great night. Irish dancing, really good food. It's actually only 10 minutes away from my house. Johnny Fox's pub. Really good. Kangal dog. No, well, I would call this a bloodhound. And I see a lot of answers in there. Stabworthy, Cronell, Rhiann Von Vick, bloodhound. Sounds amazing. Yes, Johnny Fox's pub. Take note. I only went there about 3 weeks ago. I brought my friend. Really good, really kitsch Irish, really fun. Lots of Irish music, Irish dancing. Amazing. Johnny Fox's pub. Yes, Cornell. Everyone Google it because it's brilliant. A basset hound. Yeah, I think that's another name for it, but I would call this a bloodhound. So, Teresa, if you have any other questions about Ireland or Dublin, anything at all, just drop them in the chat and I'll answer them. Um, so, a honeybee. No, this is not a bee. This is not as friendly as a bee. Vespa, I believe in Italian. Basset hounds are smaller. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's not a basset hound, it's a bloodhound. So, a hornet. It's not a hornet. A hornet's a bit bigger than this. Yes, it is a wasp. Sai is in with wasp. Crunel, Sarah, and Stabworthy. Those who said hornet, that's a really good, but hornet's quite a bit bigger. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yes, exactly. Not a great movie. Not a great movie. The first Ant-Man was good. The next two, not so good. But yeah. Okay. Next, that really dangerous. Yeah, Vespas are not nice. But what is this creature? There's a few different types of this creature. It's also a famous band from the 1960s and 70s. John, George, Ringo, and John and Paul. I was bitten by a wasp. Yeah, I was stung by a wasp here when I was about 7 or 8, I think. Well, if you ever come here, have to go to George Street. It's the longest street with the most amount of pubs on it in North America. Well, there we go. There we go. You might have some competition here for the pubs. So, lots of people in with the correct answer already. I'm so impressed. Stabworthy, Sai, Crunel, Sarah, Rianne Von Vick is saying dung beetle. Sarah, Beatles band. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Nothing is great after the Endgame movies. Endgame? Oh, yeah. Well, WandaVision was very good. WandaVision was top tier. WandaVision was one of the best things I've ever seen. Yes, this is a beetle. A beetle. Rianne Van Vick is saying a dung beetle. I'm not sure if this is a dung beetle, but dung beetle is quite a famous beetle, isn't it? Beetles. Spider-Man 3 was awesome. Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was very, very good. What else have I seen? What else did I like? Oh, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I have watched that many times. I watch that to go to sleep sometimes. I've probably watched it about 300 times. But yeah, Marvel, if you ever want to have a chat about Marvel, you are in the right place. Okay, we only have a few more. Shang-Chi was the best after. Shang-Chi was a great movie too. I wish they would bring out the second Shang-Chi, but that was a great movie. Okay, what is this one? Everybody hates these. They say when there's an apocalypse, these are all that will be left, along with Cher, the singer. What is this? Ugh. Have you watched Reacher on Netflix? It's taped here. No, I haven't watched Reacher. I don't really watch that much TV. But I do. I would love to go to Canada. Really would love to go to Canada. So we have Cornell, Rianne Von Vick, Sarah, Teresa's in as well. Sai, this is your enemy. It's everybody's enemy. They're disgusting. I'm kind of feeling itchy just talking about them. Ooh. Okay, so yes, a cockroach. Cockroach. A cockroach or a roach for short. Stabworthy's come in with the roach, very American way. Gotta kill all those roaches, man. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Cockroach, yeah, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And can't they like survive without their head or something? Oh, they're disgusting. Hard to kill. They are everywhere with different species in Georgia. I'm actually feeling itchy just even talking about them. Oh, they're gross. They're big and fast here. Oh, I'm really sorry. We don't really have much. I'm sure we do have cockroaches in Ireland, but they're not. You would never see them. Have you watched Arrival movie, teacher? Yeah, Arrival, the Alien movie. Definitely, great movie. I love it when you do an American accent. Oh my God, what are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do? I'm from New Jersey. Trees and Molly. Yes, we're on to the next one in a moment. Pest control is a must here. Yes, next. Okay, so we have ended. We have done all the animals. Have we done them all? I think we have. What's this one? Oh, we did that one. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to move on to group names for animals. We did this before. So, what is a group name for an animal? Okay, so you might have heard if I'm a farmer and I have lots of cows in the field, those cows, the group of cows is called the herd. Okay, a herd of cows. So the word herd is a group noun. Instead of saying cows, we just say that's the herd. Another one we had a few of these last week. We had many, if we have lots of wolves, it's a pack of wolves. So we have group names for animals when they're all together. So you have a pack of dogs, a pack of wolves, a herd of cows. So today, what we're going to do for the rest of the quiz, there's only a few of them, we're going to go through some interesting group names for animals, okay? So I'm going to give you two options. You're going to see the animal, and then I'm going to give you two options to have a guess. So it's just a little bit of fun. This is a beautiful area of English, really lovely. And you'll see now in a minute what I mean. So I'm just going to have a collective noun. Yes, Sarah, we're doing collective group nouns. Are you doing groups of panda? Do you know what a group of pandas is called? I think you're going to tell me. Do you know? Let me know. I haven't done that one yet. Okay. Tip for cockroaches: if you smash a cockroach, its insides, it will just attract more cockroaches. I think if you smash a cockroach, their eggs fly everywhere. Arrival is a great movie. Yes, Marisol Pulvida. Use it with a cockroach I created. Okay. A group of pandas is called an embarrassment. Maybe I was a group of pandas all along. Wow. An embarrassment of pandas. Okay. You know exactly what we're doing. So, this is kind of an easy one. So, we have elephants. So, would I say a herd of elephants or a pack of elephants? What is the answer here? A herd of elephants or a pack of elephants? One or two? So Teresa is saying two, Ebru two, Rianne is saying two as well. So two is herd. Sai is saying herd, and we have Stabworthy and Sarah saying herd. So yes, the correct answer is number two, a herd of elephants. And Manjit is in as well. Well done, everybody. Let's move on. This is more difficult. Would we have a cloud of butterflies or a pile of butterflies? This one's more tricky. I'm not expecting people to know it, but just think about the words. Which one is more applicable to butterfly? Which one would we associate more? So we have Teresa's in with one, cloud. Lots of people saying cloud. Sai, Rianne, Alpha Figure. Hi, Alpha Figure. You're very welcome to the channel. Lara747 is in with cloud. Sarah, I don't know. Well, everyone's saying one, which is cloud, and that is correct. We have a pack, a group of butterflies is a cloud of butterflies. I choose clouds because they fly above us. Exactly, that's the correct thinking to go for. A cloud is a bunch of butterflies. Well done, Alpha Figure. I didn't know the answer, but it should be cloud. If it's not a cloud, I'll be disappointed. No need to be disappointed. A cloud of butterflies. And Rianne von Vick is saying that's beautiful. Yeah, some things in English can be quite beautiful the way we talk about them. Next, penguins. A colony of penguins or a corporation of penguins? This is tricky. This is tricky. God bless Jer. The Dr. Pluto, you're from Scotland. I was in Scotland last week. I was in Glasgow in my friend's place, in a place called Crosshouse or Crossus. Okay, so we have some answers coming in for this one. So is it a colony of penguins or a corporation of penguins? I made this one. This is quite difficult. So Ebru is saying one, Rihanna is saying two, Sai is saying colony, Majid is saying colony, Sarah is saying colony, Maria Aria, great name, sending me a heart, big heart to you. Corporation of penguins because it looks like they're having tuxedos. That's what I thought too. I really like the name, sounds like a poem. A cloud of butterflies. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, it really is beautiful. A constitution of penguins, constricted constitution. Are you using your name? A colonial proportion of penguins. So the correct answer is one, a colony. I would, if I was guessing and I didn't know, I might say corporation. It does sound kind of cool, and they do look like they have tuxedos on. Okay, next. Monkeys. Is it a streak of monkeys or a troop of monkeys? So when we have a group of monkeys together, is it a troop or is it a streak? What do you think? Oh, you guys are really fast off the button. 3 of you's in already. Trees is in as well. One, because penguin colony in Antarctica. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Frank. So troop, everyone is saying number 2, which is troop. Ebru, Rian, Sai, Teresa, Stabworthy, Maris O Silva Pulvidia, troop. Sarah, Maria Aris, 8386, 2. And yes, correct answer is 2. A troop of monkeys. Monkeys battle each other with actual warfare tactics. They are troops. Yeah. They also have rituals. They've been seen to bang on certain trees and do things. So, yeah, they definitely have a culture. Monkeys. Hello, dude. Hi, British Defence League. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well. We have another Scot on today as well. So, some Scots are in the house. But yeah, we have a troop of monkeys. That is the answer to our group term. Next. So we had colony a while ago. Are we doubling up now? Is this a colony of bats or a clouder of bats? What is the answer? Can can more animals be in a colony? Can it be used by more than one animal? Hello, dude. Indeed. Hello, hello, hello. Since we evolved from them, we are also troops. I think we're just like a group of humans, people. So we have some. Oh, Rianne, you're going with the wild card of Clouder. Well done. I like it. Oh, and Sai's going with Clouder too. Let's have a look. So Teresa's in with Colony, Stabworthy's Colony, Sarah's Colony, and Maria's in with Colony. Oh my god, I have one in my bedroom and attack me in the middle of the night. Really? Oh, they're protected here, so you have to be really careful. I do have some bats in the garden in the evening and the summer. The first one, Clouder, a dark cloud. Oh, I like that. I like your thinking, Frank. I like that a lot. Good evening, Mactaboska. Hello to you. So the first answer, this was a trick question because I know we already had colony, but the answer is colony. Yeah, you can have a colony of penguins, a colony of bats. You can have a colony of ants as well. Happy Halloween to everyone. Yeah, happy Samhain to everyone if you're celebrating Halloween. We might do a little chat at the end just to see what everyone's dressed up as. Here to buy, I never knew they are protected. Yeah, they're protected here in Ireland anyway. You can't very much, but you could end up in prison if you hurt bats. So yeah, a dark cloud. I love that. A dark cloud. That's beautiful thinking, Frank. So yes, we have colony. This was a trick question, so don't beat yourself up if you got it wrong. I thought we would have some horror quiz today. It would be great. I just didn't have time, Magda. I'm a little bit unwell, and I'm doing requests. So I think Rianne and Aurora wanted the animals today. So yeah, we'll do horror another day. I have tried to do Marvel and other things like that, and no one watched them. So whales. When we have a group of whales, is it a pod or a party? What is the answer? But yeah, I'll definitely do monsters another day. Yes, you requested, Rihanna. I remember you requested the groups. So we have Teresa's in with 1, Sai saying a party, Macta pod, constricted constitution pod, Rianne von Vick 1, Stabworthy pod of Wales, a party, and by Marisol Sev Pulvida, there we go, party, and Ebru is in with pod. So what is the correct answer? A party of whales or a pod of whales? Can we have a ghost classification lesson for Halloween? Sure, we'll do a little bit of a chat at the end, and we only have a few more of these to do, and then we can have a chat. I hope you feel better soon. I have to run. I'll come back soon. Thanks, Teresa. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified. I'm on 6 days a week on the live, and remember to come back to me with any questions you have for Ireland and Dublin. I always give good advice. Never been at a whale party. I need to add this to my list. Well, it's not a party. The answer is pod. Pod, because there's cod is a fish too. Yeah. So pod, a pod of whales, a pod of dolphins. That is generally what we say. Stabworthy is letting everyone know that they need to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I was right anyway. Yeah, you were right. It's a pod of whales. So let's keep going. And we have 3 left. So we had geese earlier. These are goose, and then the plural is geese. But what do we call the group name of geese? Is it a murder of geese or a gaggle of geese? Sounds great. I see them outside my house. I live next to the ocean. Oh, amazing, amazing. A murder. So we had a murder of crows last time. Is it murder of geese as well? A gaggle, constitution, stabworthy saying gaggle, Rianne, murder, what the actual geese? Well, you can have a murder of crows. That is the group name for crows. So we have Teresa saying one, a murder of crows. Yes, it is murder of crows. Two from Maria, Sarah. The second one from Marisol, Redrum for Halloween. Never been murdered by a geese. Oh, well, they can attack you. I will also add this to my list. Not sure. Is a gander? Yeah, a gander is a male goose. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah, gander is a male goose. Murder of geese at a whale party. Yeah, I like it. So of course the answer is gaggle. This one's quite poetic. A gaggle of geese. A gaggle of geese. Yeah, well done. Not a murder. We have murder is for crows. A murder of crows. So let's move on. A parliament of owls or a party of owls? Did I forget to change it? Is it copy and pasted from the last one? Wow, I have to go, but I can't leave. Well, Teresa, we're nearly finished the quiz. We only have one more after this. So, number one, a parliament from Teresa. Rianne von Vick is saying a parliament. I hope it's a party. Wouldn't an owl party? Oh, I don't think I'd like an owl party. They'd be shitting all over you. Mac Tabasca, a party. A parliament of owls from Stabworthy. What is the answer? Ibra's in with one as well. Parliament. Let's have a look. Parliament, Sarah. I love a parliament. Yeah, parliament is very official. And it is the correct answer. It is a parliament of owls. That is the group name for an owl, for a group of owls. A parliament of owls. I say one because they just as sly as our parliament. Yeah. Politicians aren't having a good time at the moment, are they? Anywhere. Owls are not what they seem. If anyone know what I mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, our last one. Pigs. Now, I would not know this. This is not a common thing for pigs. Is it a drove of pigs or a sounder of pigs? This is really difficult. Have a go. I myself would not know this if I didn't do the quiz, if I wasn't the quiz master. So, Canadians are not having a good time. Yeah, but you're having a better time than down south, aren't you? I mean, I'd rather be in Canada at the moment. I mean, sorry, Stabworthy, but I wouldn't travel to America at the moment. There's lots of stories about people being pulled in and questioned for hours. I definitely go to Canada before I go to the America. See, I've done videos on Trump and the insurrection, so I would be afraid I would be pulled in and sent home. So, sorry. Okay, so the answer to this, is it a drove of pigs or a sounder of pigs? Sai is saying sounder, Trees is saying two, Stopworthy saying sounder, Rianne saying one, Sarah's two, sounder maybe because they are noisy, maybe. I guess it's sounder of pigs. Oh yes, I won't go there either. I'd rather be a Canadian than American right now. Thanks for saying that, Stabworthy. You're having a tough time there. Half your White House has been demolished. Good guess, Sai. But I heard both. I'm not going out of the state nowadays. Could be sounder. The correct answer is sounder. Number two, a sounder of pigs. Now, if you don't know this, don't beat yourself up because I did not know this either. I was doing my research for the quiz today and I typed in a few things and this came up. So I wouldn't know this. This is not commonly known English, okay? Herd of cows, pod of dolphins, pod of whales. They're commonly known. This is not commonly known. So a piglet, yeah, a piglet is a baby pig. Okay, that is the end of our quiz today. Thank you all so much. It's been lovely. I think we did about 50 vocabulary terms there. So really, really good. No pig party. Oh, it's a pig party for my breakfast when I eat them for my breakfast, I'm afraid. Someone say piglet. Yeah, piglet, a baby pig. Sow's ear. I don't think I spelled. I think sow is SOW. A sow's ear. Is that like an insult? I don't know. A group of lions, a pack of lions, Sarah, is the answer there for a group of lions. So I'm just going to stay around for a few more minutes if you have any questions. Teresa, if you want to jump on and ask me anything about your trip to Dublin, do. Jay Gupta Official, hello to you. CF Wars, ChatGPT, a little bit of ChatGPT, nothing wrong with ChatGPT. Teresa, no, it's what we call it, a sow's ear. Okay. Group of pigs is called a sounder because they are social, family-based group led by sows. So a sounder that stick together for safety and to raise their young. Very good. Lion, isn't lions a pride? A pride of lions or a pack of lions? Pride, you're right, a pride, sorry. Pack or a pride, yeah, it can be either. Sounder likely comes from the old English word sundor, meaning to separate, which reflects how the family unit functions and stays together. Beautiful, beautifully said. I have a question, please. Yes, Jay Gupta, go ahead. Why there is a strange group names given to animals such as parliament? It's just a really old type of English, really. It's kind of, it's not something that is commonly known. It's more, I don't really know where it comes from. It probably comes from like medieval times. It's kind of been carried over. It's just a fun area of English, but it's not commonly known. What do we call a group of crows? A murder of crows. A murder of crows. A murder of crows. So, yeah, that was really fun. Anyone have any questions for me? English questions? Questions about the channel? There is a new video coming out on the channel in 15 minutes, and it is maritime English. English for the sea, for shipping, navigation. Really, really interesting. So if you want to know what a bow, what starboard, port, berth, stern, all those words are, you might have heard them on Star Trek or you see them in epic voyage movies. This is the lesson for you. It's out in 15 minutes. It's out in 14 minutes on the channel. Brilliant new lesson. It's about 10 minutes long. So I'd really love if all you guys could head over there after the live. I'll be on the live for a few more minutes. But yeah, check out the new video. It's really interesting. 20 terms on maritime English. So English for sailing, navigation, all to do with ships in the oven. Not in the oven, in the sea, in the ocean. I was looking at Airbnbs. They have many there if you can send in a message. There's many Airbnbs. It's very expensive. So I would generally go with Airbnbs when I travel. But the hotels in Ireland are known to be very expensive. So I don't know any Airbnbs particularly. There are, if you look at the Lewis line, the green Lewis line, it's our tram. And there's a few hotels on that. There's a hotel near me, which is about 30 minutes outside the city, but it's very, very convenient. That might be a bit cheaper, but definitely like accommodation would be very expensive. I wouldn't really know much about the accommodation in Dublin. You shouldn't eat too many sweets. Take care of your health. We don't want you to be sick. Well, I am sick. I am sick. And there's a big bag of jellies here. Look at the size of them. And I'm not going to eat them all. I'm just a little bit peckish. And I am sick. I'm sick already. Jer, I need to go to the exercise. Thanks for the quiz. Happy Halloween. Until next time. Thank you, Ebrew. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Always appreciate everyone. The oven. Yeah. LOL, Teresa. Slip of the mouth. Ocean, I meant. If a crow finds another dead crow, they will start to call over other crows to help them investigate the murder. Yeah. Interesting. Crows are very intelligent. So, hello. Hello, we win Sue Hendry. 4237, welcome to the channel. What side of the street do you drive on? Because I only know how to drive on the right. So we drive on the left, like the UK. Are you going to drive when you're here? Are you planning to do much driving? I have driven on the right. I've driven on both sides. The only thing you might find difficult is our roads can be very narrow, especially country roads. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Am I an English teacher? Yes, I'm a CELTA trained English teacher, and I've trained in TEFL as well. So there you go. We win. I love your username. There we go. We win Shuhendry. We win Shuhendry. Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it? So, yeah. Is there a poem about crows? Not that I know of. I only know the magpie one. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for girl, 4 for boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told. And that's what I've been saying that since I was a kid. Wiwin Shu Hendry is from Indonesia. You're very welcome. I don't think I've had that many Indonesians on. It must be very late there. That's the one. Yeah. Are you British? No, I am Irish. Irish. Living in the Republic of Ireland, a separate country from the UK. Not part of the UK. I'm not British. I'm Irish. So, anyone have any questions about Ireland, about me, about my poor eye? Tomorrow I'm off. I'm taking the day off as usual on a Saturday. I will be working though. I work every day. So I'll be working on I'll be doing some work for one of my clients. Nice to meet you. Same to you, Wee Win Shu Hendry. Make sure to subscribe and join me for my lives. That's really nice to meet you. Natalia07Q, hi. Hi to you. Thanks for joining. I've been asked if I was from New Zealand one time. Really, I get people think I'm American. They think I'm British. I don't really know where my accent comes from. I have a South Dublin accent, so it's kind of considered to be a little bit of a posh accent, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm just me. Hearts, thank you, Arabica. Thank you. I've been to see Glenn Hansard's musical before. I really love Irish music. Okay, if we're going to talk about Irish music, let's talk about Irish music for a minute. I give you a subscribe. Thank you, we win. Very thick Irish accent. Do I have an Irish? Oh, Glenn Hansard. Yeah, Glenn Hansard has a really thick. But do I? Do you think I have a thick Irish accent? I don't really know how. Can you explain the difference between blackbirds, ravens, and crows? They're just different species, aren't they? Like blackbird is black with yellow legs. A raven is I'm not too sure. A raven's much bigger, and then crows can be different sizes. In here we have a hooded crow. That's our kind of local crow. What's the biggest in Ireland, St. Patrick's Day or Sound? Oh, definitely St. Patrick's Day would be much bigger. Lots of tourists come in for that. Samhain or Halloween is a kind of more local for kids, really. You know, like at this time, I'm sure now all the kids, it's starting to get dark now. All the kids will be starting to come out now in their costumes. I do not have any treats for the kids. I'm going to turn off the lights and go to bed. It's not because I'm a miser. My mother usually takes care of all the jellies and sweets and everything, and my mother is away. So I just don't have, I'm just not going to do it. Patrick's Day here is everything green. Yeah, everything's green here too. Lots of tourists, lots of Americans come in. It's very expensive around that time, but yeah, Patrick's Day would be the bigger one. I learned English from the Police Academy movies. Really? I haven't seen the Police Academy movies since I was about 10. Do you have a WhatsApp group? No, everything is here on YouTube. The comedy franchise. Yeah, I know the Police Academy movies. I just can't remember. I remember the guy that makes all the strange noises, and then the guy who looks like this, or something like that. The movie Once is really good. I haven't seen Once. I haven't seen Once. If you're looking for Irish music, someone who is excellent is CMAT. I'll type it into the chat. Very Irish. Very, very Irish. CMAT. She's kind of our number one at the moment. You're eating all the sweets. I'm not going to have any more sweets. I'm not going to have any more. Great big sea Shananagook. Great big sea Shananagook. That sounds very Irish. My English level is intermediate. Wow, Winwoo Hendry. Good for you. So yeah. Oh, we have Snay Hayaya 1302. Hello to you. Two groups. Great Big Sea Shananagook. Okay, very good. Okay, yeah, I would go with CMAT if you want to listen to some good Irish music. Someone else who is quite good is Kneecap. They are a North of Ireland band, and it's all about kind of colonialism and Britishness and getting the Brits out of Northern Ireland. So, yeah. House of Pain is a hip hop group from Ireland. Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember House of Pain. Cool, seems similar to Bjork. Yeah, Bjork is a little bit more strange, maybe, but CMAT is really, really good. Kneecap is good. We also have like the great Sinead O'Connor. U2, I'm not crazy about U2. But yeah, we have a big history of Sinead O'Connor is Irish. Yeah, she's dead. She died about 2 years ago. But yeah, a great artist. Really a true artist, really. A very fascinating person. Do you have online classes? So everything is on YouTube. All my lessons there. I usually do professional English on my videos, business English, medical English, and in about 6 minutes, my brand new lesson is coming out on maritime English. I like house music. How big is that? Yeah, music is good. Yeah, really is. Kind of big. Not my cup of tea, really. I like a bit of everything, though. Great groups, Irish descendants are out here. Yeah, yeah. I do know, like, there's places in Canada where they still have an Irish accent, and there's Gael-talked areas, Irish-speaking areas in Canada. I don't know a lot of Irish music, but I know Cabin Crew, Rhyme Island, the 10-year-old rappers. Oh, yes, they were out a while ago. So every year, this group of kids from Cork release an album. It's like a summer camp, and they do a song, and it gets pretty famous and viral. So yeah, it's pretty good. Anyone else? Do you say mother and father? Not really. I would say mom. Like Americans say mom. I would say ma'am. Um, not mother. We don't really speak. Like you're kind of saying a stereotype there, mother and father. Like we don't all speak like that. That's very kind of stereotypical. I would say mom or mum, dad. I wouldn't say mother. How are you, mother? I think Titanic was built in Ireland. Yes, it was built in Belfast in the shipping um, construction up in Belfast. Belfast, you will have a Titanic museum up in Belfast. We do LOL, we say that too. There we go. Boho. I speak bottle is boho. Okay. Bottle. Are there many different accents in Ireland? Yeah, like in Dublin, there's a north side accent and a south side accent. So I would be more south side. Then you'd have someone that talks like this, and it's a bit more, what we would say, a bit more common, a bit of a north side accent. And then as you go west, the accent gets more kind of country. So they'd be talking like this, a bit more like that. And then you go down to Kerry, and it's wild. Um, I know the Pogues, a punk band from Ireland, yes. Much better than Not To, but not as famous. Yeah, the Pogues, they have their famous Christmas song. Um, yeah, they're not very well known, but he just, the lead singer is more known for his bad teeth than anything. Um, yeah, the Titanic did sink beside Canada. Yeah. Townies here sound like that. Yeah, townies, exactly. Are you married? No, I'm happily single. Hosier is also Irish. Yes, Hosier is Irish. Who else do we have? Famous Colin Farrell, the actor. I can't think of anyone right now. But yeah, we have lots of famous actors and singers. I like that comedian Farmer Michael from Ireland. I don't know him. A good comedian I would know would be Emma Doran. She's on TikTok. She's very funny. We have a lot of female Irish comedians who are very, very funny that I like. I went to see Emma Doran in concert last year, actually. So Damien Rice, yeah, very talented singer. Stiff Little Fingers, another punk band from Ireland. I don't know those ones. I think you look like Bruce Willis. Thank you. I will take that. I will really take that. Russell Crowe is from there. No, Russell Crowe is Australian or from New Zealand. He's not from Ireland. Definitely not. But yeah, we have lots and lots and lots of actors and singers, and Ireland is known as that. The home. I had seen his concert. Oh, very good, Damien Rice. Oh, you're lucky. Okay, everyone, it's coming up to 6 p.m., so make sure and head over and watch my brand new video on maritime English. Really interesting English related to shipping, navigation, really, really essential and just really interesting as well. Okay, he sings with Great Big Sea here. Oh, well, there we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He does have a band. Thank you. Yeah, so that's it, everybody. We're just coming up on nearly 2 hours live. I still feel rather ill, so I'm going to bed now. I'm going to have some dinner, have some tea, and go to bed. I'll be back on Sunday at 4 p.m. What are we doing on Sunday? Let me have a look at my list. Sunday, we are doing simple phrases and grammar. So I'll find a way to make that super interesting for everybody. Thank you so much for today. It was very fun. Thank you, Jared. Learned a lot. Thank you, Rianne. You did fantastic today, and you all did amazing. Great Galaxy is here. Hi, Great Galaxy. Sorry, I'm late. No problem. I'm just finishing now. I've been live for nearly 2 hours. Thank you. You're very welcome, Maria. Thank you so much. So yeah, in 1 minute on the channel is my brand new lesson on maritime English. So even if you're not going to watch it, just head over and give it a quick like and maybe write a comment or something just to give it a bit of a boost for me. If you can hype up the video, there's an option to add hype. And check out the channel. I have podcasts. I have a YouTube store. Blah, 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 community posts every day, quizzes, lives. I do everything. I do everything. So yeah, thank you so much for today. It's now 6 p.m. So the lesson is now live. Head over there straight away, and thank you so much. You're doing fantastic. Love your teaching. Thank you so much, Abby Zerafat. Goodbye. Good day to you. Thank you, Marisol Fulpedia. And thank you all. Thank you all for today. It's been great fun. Lots of people on live. And please head over and like my video. Give it a comment. Watch it for a little bit. Put it on. Put it on and make a cup of tea and just let it play. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to start streaming with 30 minutes. Thank you. So everyone head over and follow Stabworthy. Are you going out for a walk with Beefy Dog? And I will try and join as well. Thank you all so much. Head over and watch the new video. I'd really appreciate it. Bye everyone. Have a great day. See you Sunday, 4 p.m. GMT.